Hi everyone, how's everything going? So, I my mother asked me a few days ago, and I'm sorry that I keep forgetting, to talk about something in regards to the kind of vitamins I use. So my mother was listening to a guy named she's listening to Bishop Jones, and he's a pastor over a mega church in California, Southern California. And she was listening to him, and he asked her, and he was talking about how his doctor said that in the midst of this pandemic, one thing that you should, the type of vitamins you should take. And he specifically said that he should take some prenatal vitamins, and he like totally freaked out, like prenatal vitamins that's, one for women, and B, and two, I don't want a baby. Mom's like, I never thought about taking prenatal vitamins or whatever. And she was explaining how when she was pregnant with me, she had, some issues with prenatal vitamins. And I was like, oh, yeah, like I would never take, and I've tried many different types of prenatal vitamins, even before I got pregnant. And even when we were trying with the first one. And I'm one of those people who will like, I'm gonna finish it, and then if it's still, even though I don't like it, it's not going well, I'm gonna finish it and then I just don't want to just throw it away. But there is one that I was like, one a day, I had to throw it away. Like, it just was the worst. And another reason why some people don't really like taking vitamins is because it absorbs water more, and so they're concerned about water weight, which it does absorb more water. You do need to drink more water, but I don't see why you should be afraid of taking vitamins, especially the older we get. Needless to say, so she was like, I need for you to put your suggestion of what prenatal vitamin you should use. I was like, okay. I mean, I never thought about it. I actually use prenatal vitamins, and I'm not trying to get pregnant, but I do use it. But I will say that if you're on birth control and you're taking prenatal vitamins, it does increase the chances of your birth control not, doing well on the pill. If you're on the pill, other forms of it doesn't really do anything to. But if you're on the pill, it can kind of maybe not be the best idea for you to take prenatal vitamins. But anywho, I take the up and up, which is Target's version of prenatal vitamins. And I take these because it is the only one that I don't feel any quizziness, or I don't feel abnormal, or I don't have any effects from it. The other ones I've had effects from. But I will say you must do it on a full, or you need to eat at least even a couple of nuts. Do not take it on an empty stomach. It will make you feel a little queasy, so don't do that. Now, on to other news. The Shy. The Shy. So how can I talk about The Shy? Well, I mean, my worst fear, we knew it was coming. And I don't want to be the biggest of the spoiler here. But I mean, my gosh, why does he always cheat? It's like, you are the king of cheating on your girl, which is why you have like a bazillion kids. So frustrating. And did you use a condom? You got this woman living on your mama's couch, and you still cheating. Like, I just can't. Anyway, what else? We finally, Ronnie, the character who plays the actor actor who plays Ronnie, can we give him some consideration? I mean, this dude has been so good throughout the whole entire show. And I really, really like him. Like, I think that he needs to get much more recognition. Out of all the characters on this show, he did such a good job. And this season, he has been so good. Ugh, just my heart. I mean, I don't know if I have any real themes, but I will say that I really hate the idea of seeing young people making decisions of having sex. Like, I just hate it. And so, thank God that didn't happen. But it's like, oh my gosh, you really need to take have a pause, hard pause moment with your daughter, and let's talk about this. Because this is not the way to end an argument, to dead an argument, is to give in and have sex with this dude. Because then what happens when things don't work out? Because, I mean, you're 13, 14, or were they 15? 14 or 15, right? You're not going to be with this girl for the likelihood that you're going to be with this dude for a long period of time is like 0. Maybe like 1 or 2%. So it's kind of, I'm going to just need you to do a hard pause. Don't use sex as a way to dead an argument, especially when you're like a kid. What else? We do know everybody's been talking about, like, please don't let this storyline last for a long time. Is where's Keisha and stuff like that. Like, please don't let this long storyline last. And to be honest, it's been 2 months. I kind of was with the mom on this. Like, I don't know if I can't see me packing up my daughter's stuff as I'm sitting there waiting, and it's only been 2 months. It's been 2 months, and I'm supposed to pack her stuff up. I don't think I would. And then also, I think that you really do need to fall back and figure out, like, how take the mom's lead on this, and not just, especially when you're not either birth parent. Like, you're a step parent telling her to pack up her stuff and move on is like, so anywho, moving on. So the show that I suggested, Outcry, came on tonight, and it was the last episode, and I was just like, I'm ecstatic for the ending result. I am disappointed at seeing how people ruin this young man's life, and it's just like, who cares, right? I mean, and that's kind of, they all have gone on, and except one woman, she committed suicide, and I don't want to see anybody commit suicide, but I just find it very, very strange that all these people either peacefully retired or got promoted, or, and think of the thousand, I mean, and this is just one case. How many people's lives have been ruined because of, fill in the blank, right? Because of a false accusation and a lack of will for people to do the proper investigation. Like, do your job, because people's lives depend on your job. And I think that's just the saddest. It's a really good show. I still am on the side that he did not do it. I'm deeply saddened that the parents still can't come to the grips that the wrong man was in jail. It was highly likely this other young man who went ahead and raped a young girl, and he only got 4 years for that. I think that that's even more of a tragedy. And she was right. She's like, look, I may have not been raped if they would have done their job in the first place. And that's just, like, you don't even consider that not only are you harming the people who you're not serving, but all the future possible people that are going to be harmed because you just don't have the gall to do your job. Then can you believe it? I actually watched PValley tonight, and PValley is on Stars Network. Both of those other two shows are on Showtime. Okay, PValley is on Stars, and PValley is, let me tell you, PValley is the first episode. I was like, what is this that I'm watching on my TV? The second episode, I was like, what is this? Even more porn. It's improved to the point, like, we finally have a storyline that's really, really developing, and I think that that's really, really cool, and I really appreciate that. So the storyline that's kind of evolving and developing even more is just breaking my heart, because I don't know why that's up here. It's my high school alumni thing. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, so I'm sitting here thinking, how depressing. It just ruined my thing. Anyway, okay, so I'm just sitting here thinking about how ridiculous, how depressing, how just that this girl had a dream to get up and out of the club, right? And now she's sitting here. She trusted her mother, this church-going mother, and her mother just did her wrong, just did her in. And I just, church people, you got to do better. The idea, going to church is nice, but if you're not going to live that life, then what you're doing is just attending a building, and you're making yourself feel better. You're making, you're just doing a normal, there's no difference between you going to church at that point and you going to the store. You're just spending your time someplace. Like, it is the most depressing thing to see that these people just have such low disregard for this woman, have such low disregard. She took her daughter's money, took her daughter's dream, and literally took her daughter's dream by taking this daughter's money and using it on the very same building that you wanted. And I was all for stomping mom down. And I'm not for physical abuse, and I'm not for definitely hitting mothers. I think that that's not a good thing to do in good conscience, right? But in this case, Yeah. I just, church people, like, if you're going to go to church, fabulous. I believe in church. I am a Christian. But I will say that if you're going to go to church, then you need to be about that life. And it's just really frustrating because you're not bringing anybody to Christ. Not when you're doing this. And in Frank, you know different than the person who's never stepped foot in the church. Because you are that evil. And in fact, it's even worse because the level of hypocrisy is there. Hard to watch. Anywho, anything else with PValley? Nothing really that stood out. That's the one that broke my heart. The rest of it is, you can go watch other people's reviews of the blow. I listen to Alice. I listen to Ashley Miller. She gives blows of The Shy, a blow of PValley, and her interpretation of events is just really, really funny. But I'm not a blow of anything. I like to take themes out of something and be like, look, this is what I took from it. This is something that maybe for you to ponder and to think about. I will say, though, the last thing about PValley is it is an interesting, and there is this show that used to come on, I think it came on WeTV, like one episode, and now it's on UMB or one of these urban TV streaming services, and I started watching it because it was free on my Amazon, and frankly I just didn't get back to it, and the free Amazon aspect of it expired I think Friday, so until they release it another free trial, I'm not gonna watch it. But it's about life in the life of like the strip club, and kind of what life is like for these strippers and how they really need to have a plan B, and because stripping is a short-lived thing, right? And I mean, first of all, that reality show is a little bit too real, and reality shows get real when they ain't got no budget, and clearly it ain't got no budget, right? And so it's kind of interesting to watch PValley in the context of this show, because they seem to be very similar in the way that, like, yeah, you can make money, but and everybody got a hustle, but I just can't wrap my head around stripping. It's not the degrading thing. That's not it. It's just, you really have to have, like, be in the mental space to be free and comfortable to show your body parts in that particular way that they have them do. It's just an interesting concept that I just can't wrap my head around. I don't care what size I am. I just can't wrap my head around it. But it's interesting to watch the mindset of these people, and having these older people trying to explain the necessity of getting out. Don't ask me about the name of the urban streaming service strip show, because it's really not a good show. It is really just like it's one step above a YouTube I ain't got no money kind of show. But hey, it's on a streaming service, so I'm not complaining. Anywho, on that note, this video is pretty long, so I will see you. I know I need to, because I've missed a day, so I'm trying to double up. So I'm definitely going to. I have not, I'll admit, seen Black is King yet. I've listened to the soundtrack, and that soundtrack has always been one of my top soundtracks, but I definitely will watch it tomorrow or tonight because I am going to be on Notre Dame 500 show tomorrow, so gotta do that. And I did not watch the Transformers show today, which I was trying to watch, but I forgot. I took a nap, which is why the hair is this way. So have a great afternoon or evening, and I will see you a little later. Bye.